one of the questions that's been plaguing my mind is God called us to be different, and we have the power to push demons away out of our lives. But yet, those same addictions that we had, we call them back. I don't get that. If you want to be changed, if you want to be different in life, you want to go past what you used to be, you must be willing to let go. So why do we choose not to let go? When knowing that in the Bible says, when I was a child, I thought like a child, I acted like a child, but when I became a man, I threw the foolish things away. What's stopping us from throwing the foolish things away? We keep making the New Year's resolution saying new me, new you, but at the same time, you don't do that new me, new you thing. Afraid of change. So today, even if you don't see me say a word, even if you don't see me get on there and say something, I need you to scroll through and find your motivation for the day, because sometimes I may have to go to God for myself just so that I can give you the words that's pouring through me. See, each and every day that I wake up and I open my eyes, I say thank you, I do my motivation, and then I go to work and I teach to these children in high school, and then at the same time I feel like sometimes I want to quit on them because I keep telling them don't do this and don't do that, and I realize that's how God feels about us when we keep on saying no, afraid of change, afraid of difference, but they don't have that voice in their head enough to be pushing themselves along, so they need someone else to do it. Each and every day I patiently wait for these kids to change and see that I'm not going nowhere, so that they can see that I'm dependable. Some of these kids took months and months to get close to me and call me a father figure. But it took time. And I had to change and they had to be willing to do the same. But what's stopping us from not calling the things that we are addicted to and afflicted to back in our lives? Are you really wanting to be different, or you really want to stay the same? We must be willing to change. Speak life over death. There's so many times I see people standing in the same situation, looking at one way and seeing another. See, for me, for years, man, I had to find a job after job, so I got used to switching. I was able to hold down the job, but I had to pay attention to the racism around me, so I had to move away from it, or I was going to lose myself. As a black man, I had to protect myself. But at the same time, I had to listen to God each and every time. And now I'm in a place where I've been there for a year, a whole school year. And I'm contracted to come back again to teach the kids again. I had to learn to sit still and let God do his work so that I can change. You will never change if you're not willing to let God do the work and you do the work too. Stop letting that same person affect you. You could have went to college already, but just because somebody said something, you chose not to. We can't talk about paper or plastic all the rest of our lives. We got to be willing to change. But it's up to you to do that. There's a saying that goes, you can bring a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. But right here with this word, with this message that I bring each and every time, each and every motivation I give to you, I'm asking you to drink and grow. But it's up to you to do the changing. I can't do it for you.